Shalom. Shalom, Yeshua. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. In this quick lesson, we're just going to get into, no name, no salvation. Simple as that. No name, no salvation. If you do not know the names, which is one of the first things you learn coming into the truth, then you're not going to be saved, man. You're not going to be calling on Jesus Christ and God and thinking that you're going to get salvation or Yahweh, whatever name you want to call the Lord and basically Yahweh Shai. We call Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh, which means he is. Yahweh Shai means he delivered. Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, the Most High. And Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? And we know these things by going into what? The Hebrew, right? The Hebrew mingled in with also, faith, right? You go into the Hebrew, you look at the word Jesus in the blue letter Bible. It's going to spell out Yahweh and Yahweh Shai in the Assyrian Hebrew. But the ancient Paleo Hebrews is the original. The Assyrian Hebrews, what we got pretty much today, is what you're going to see majority of. Assyrian. You're not going to really see Paleo like that at all, to be honest. But that's, Paleo is the right way. Assyrian is the modern day with the vowels and all that. Hebrew don't have vowels and all that. But yeah, that's how we know the name, through faith. Like I said, through faith. Reading in the Hebrew, Yahweh, he is. Yahweh Shai, he delivers. Right? But I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to get Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. I'm going to start with this. It says, who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the winds in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell. Right? So what is his name and his son's name? As we went into Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Them are the names. Right? Now, with you knowing them names, you have to also be moving a certain way, because scriptures also goes into, there's going to be people that's going to say, Lord, Lord, and I'm going to pretty much reject them. I'm going to be like, I never knew you, because of how you was basically moving in them names. You can't know the names and be a complete nigga. Know the names and you sitting there committing adultery, doing all matter of wickedness and not trying to offend less. You can't know the names, preaching false doctrine, anything that's not sound doctrine, because there's many doctrines out there, but you only got one sound doctrine, right? And I believe through faith that GMS has that sound doctrine, 100% truth, meaning 100% of what we need to know for salvation. Simple as that. We're the only group that's talking about the MOTB, which is something that everybody got a question about. Right? And these other camps, they're not doing. Hell, I just did a lesson not too long ago. Seafood bowl, right? ICPK seafood bowl. The MOTB is literally everything other than the RFID microchip and a Neuralink. Make it make sense. But go ahead, continue on. This is which one I want to get first? I'm gonna get Acts 4. This is Acts chapter 4 and verse 12 in the NLT. It says, there is salvation in no one else. The Most High, Yahweh, hath given no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. What? Hath given no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. So there's a name that the Lord gave us, right? And his name it's Yah. Well, yeah, Lord gave us Yahweh, the Most High, who the world called God, and Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, Yahweh gave us Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is our way back to the Heavenly Father. You can read all in Ephesians 2, Ephesians the 2nd chapter, right? Give you, goes into perfectly how Yahweh Shai reconciled us back to the Father, right? And through his blood that we may be saved, through Yahweh Shai blood, not Jesus Christ, right? Not Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, right? Because Jesus is not his name, man. Jesus Christus, it's not his name. It's Yahweh Shai. And it can only be uttered that way. His name doesn't change because we in a different language. Because some people like to say, oh, well, his name got changed. No matter what language you speak, your name is going to be whatever it's going to be. DeMarcus. Right? Just giving us up, Moab going to speak their language. DeMarcus. Right? Speaking Spanish. Me llamo DeMarcus. Things like that. You're gonna no matter what language you speak, whatever your name is, they're gonna say DeMarcus. And that's just to give an example. It's the same thing with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Right? No matter what language speak, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I actually heard Jake say that in Spanish. I'm like, man, that's beautiful. It was beautiful. I was like, dang, I didn't understand nothing else. If I didn't understand anything, I heard the names. And the names do not change. All right? So this God and Jesus Christ, bullshit. Yahweh, that's basically, that's the vowel points. Because there's no E's in Hebrew. Yahweh. Or, you got them Yah Israelites. Nah. Yahweh, Bahashem, and the name Yahweh Shai. Them are the true names. Now, you could believe it or not. It's not going to hurt me either way, but I'm getting the blood off my hands. Oh, now, I don't know if I said this already. I probably didn't, but this lesson is also inspired by, Elder Manata Zaba, because he came across a scoffer during his during camp on Thursday, which yesterday, during camp yesterday, t-shirt, fringe wearing dude, and he didn't believe in the names. He thought he could be saved by the law, right? Without knowing the names, like the names didn't matter. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead, go into it a little bit. Whatever the Lord put the spirit on me to do, which it was that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this Proverbs chapter. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Psalms first. Then I'll probably get Proverbs. This is Psalms chapter 91 verse 14. It says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he hath known my name. So you have to know the names, right? If you don't know the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, then you're done. Because any other name you call on is going to be some pagan god, right? It's going to be just some pagan god. Because anybody could say God, because God just means power. You could be talking about anybody. And there are many gods, right? But you got the Most High. And the Most High, which his name is Yahweh, giving us his son, Yahweh Shai, gave us the names. The names have been returned to us after all this time, because it was a period of time where we should fall away. That 350-year period, man, of us, falling away. But now the Lord has brought all this back, right? Brought it all back. Starting with, Abba Bivens, all the way up until today. So, with that being said, there ain't no excuses now. If you don't know the names, that's on you. That's on you. You don't want to believe on the names, that's on you. You want to believe in Yahweh, Yah, you right? You want to believe in that? Then that's on you. I'm not going to beg you to believe in the names, because the ones that are his are going to understand, like, oh yeah, these are the names. Ain't gonna be no Yahweh, right? Ain't no E's in Hebrew, bro. Ain't no E's and O's in Hebrew. Jehovah. Yeah, I just remember that one, Jehovah. Ain't no O's in Hebrew. E's and O's. Right? Continue on. Psalm chapter 91, verse 15. It says, he shall call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Why? Because you know the names. And let alone you had respect towards the names. You put respect on Yahweh Bashem Shah names by your conduct down here. Teaching 100% truth, if the Lord bless you to be able to do so, as well as following 100% truth. Not just following these guys, following people just because, and they blatantly go off. ISUPK calling the Lord a nigga God. That's insane. Lord, you shouldn't tie nothing of this world with the Most High. Talking about nigga God. We serve a nigga God, man. I was like, damn, so the Lord's a nigga? Nah. Lord ain't no nigga. Right? So, yeah. But, when he was down here, he would be a so-called Negro. Judah, tribe of Judah. Right? But he ain't a nigga. Y'all niggas. But continuing on, I'm going to get Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. It says, the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and it's safe. So you have to know the names to call upon him and for him to come through for you. As I got in Psalm 91. He shall call on me and I will deliver him. Right? Because what he have known his name. He gonna set him on high and honor him because he known his name. His name is not given to everybody, as you can see. As you can see. Right? The election, Romans 11 and 7. What then Israel have not obtained what he's seeking for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So, yeah. If you ain't got the names, then the Lord didn't want you to get the names, dude. Right? Because we understand that there are such things as 2/3, which is the undesirables, the reprobates, void of judgment. The ones that the Lord didn't want. Therefore, he didn't give him his name. Even if he did give him his name, they ain't got no respect towards. Like, I'm just use ISUPK for example. ISUPK. Hell, so, well, I don't even want to say Sakar. I'm just say Alizé. Ain't no really Sakari anymore. It's just Alizé. Peggy, man. He knows the names. But the way he's moving shows no type of respect for them names, man. Like being a very poor representation of what Yahweh Bashem Shah stand for, man. Get exposed like that and you still talking shit? Crazy work. Lord ain't messing with that. You gonna call upon the Lord and he gonna laugh at you. He gonna ignore your ass. Cause you didn't want to listen to the man of the Lord when they tried to tell you, they tried to warn you, and you buck up against your teachers, but you want to have the utmost respect. Make it make sense, way. Don't want to go too much on that guy. But yeah. I'm gonna get this last one. This is Philippians chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him and given him a name above, which is above every name. So Yahweh gave his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, right? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, right? A name above every name, going into his rank, right? Because sometimes when they use name, I think it's Revelation 19 as well. It goes into that. Gave him a name that no man knew but himself, which is going into his rank. Also is this. This is going to his rank. Right? The top of the top. I'm going to read Philippians 2 and 10. It says that at the name of Yahweh Shah, every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. Right? So everybody's going to be bound to Yahweh Shah. Not Yahweh. Not Jehovah, not Jehovah, not Yah, not damn sure not no Jesus Christ. Right? read verse 11 says, and that every tongue should confess that Yahweh Shah Hamashiach is Lord to the glory of the Most High, Yahweh the Father. Right? So everybody's going to bow the knee to Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. Keyword, Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. Not Jehovah, not Jehovah, not Yahweh, not Yahweh. Or whatever other names that are out there. What made me think about what Mississippi Maniacs. Barbaloo. Right? However they said it. Crazy work. A pack of menthol. Oh man, that's funny. Right? But yeah, man. No name, no salvation. And with that, you have to be walking in a certain way, because it's more than just knowing the name now. Give or take, there are going to be a select few that are only going to know the names, and that's it. But them are the ones that going to come in like at the last hour. You ain't finna only know the name for years and that's it and think you finna be saved. No. If you heard the names at the last moment and that's all you really knew, and you actually believe, it's very few that's gonna be saved that way. But I'm not taking my chances. I'm not taking my chances of like, oh shit, I just know the name, that's it. Nah. I've been here too long. I know too much. Right? I done already made lessons. Even if I didn't, it's more than just knowing the name. You still have to conduct yourselves in a certain manner. You know? But anyways, Lord, one of y'all was edified. I want to end it out by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakagwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, I say, Shalom, Yasharallah.